I'm so snatched Tú compras todas las yolas. I'm so snatched
What is up, guys? In this video, I am going to be putting rear speakers and an amp in my Polaris General XP1000, the two-seater, a G2. There's not many videos on how to put speakers and extra stuff in there. Generals, most of it is just you go buy the Rockford Fosgate Polaris kit, comes with it, install it, and those are thousands of dollars. This is a lot cheaper. I am not sponsored by any way by any of these companies that I am using. I bought them with my own money and to fulfill my own needs of putting louder sound in my General. So hope everybody enjoys this. Please like, subscribe, comment, and enjoy the video. All right, I chose to go with DS18. I have DS18 speakers in my Jeep and I love them. I have 4 6.5s and 2 tweeters, and I can't remember what I'm pushing them with. Like, it's either 1200 watts, either 8 or 1200 watt amp. I'm pushing them in, is stupid loud. So I decided to go with DS18. They make awesome off-road stuff and marine stuff. So I'm going with the DS18, an MVY T800.4. It's a 4-channel amp, 800 watts. It's 200 watts per channel. It is a marine amp, completely waterproof. So I think it's got an IP65 rating on it. Don't quote me. Here's the information on it. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's an IP67. It's got an IP67 rating. That's awesome. It's pretty much submersible. So got a marine amp to go on it. I am going to run the DS18 CF65M, which are 6.5 inch. The CF stands for carbon fiber. They are the 6.5 inch carbon fiber speakers. Once again, these are marine grade speakers. I think these are IP65. Let me check real quick. And these specifications are, sorry for all the movement. These yes. These are IP65 rated. So still weather resistant, water resistant. I'm gonna wire the speakers up with some DS18 12 gauge speaker wire. Went ahead and got 100 foot so I can run it through my roll cage. Also, these 6.5 inch speakers are RGBs. They got the RGB lights on them. So that's the LEDs. I went ahead and bought a DS18 RGB controller, LED controller. So that way, I mean, I got the lights and the speakers, might as well use them. And the mounts I bought, they came from a company called SAUTV. You can look them up online. I'll have links to all these in my description. These mounts are made for the General to go on the back roll cage. My only problem when I bought these speakers, these DS18 speakers, these boxes are too shallow for the magnet. So I went ahead and got some RGB rings. They're not that expensive. That gives me a spacer. If I want to use the extra RGB lights on it, I can. If not, I can just use it as a spacer. It's got nice waterproof foam on both sides. That'll give me my space to put the speakers in there. Now I do have everything to hook the amp up. I have a marine DS18 marine fuse holder. I have all the different cables. I also have a line out converter. So I can take the line output on my Rockford Fosgate radio that came on the General from the factory, and I can convert it over to RCA cables. So have everything right here to install this. I'm going to try to show you a step-by-step because, like I said on YouTube, I couldn't find any videos of people adding aftermarket speakers unless you went and bought a sound bar or bought the audio roof or the Rockford Fosgate factory Polaris system. So this hopefully will help a lot of people out when they want to add extra tunes to the ride. I'm gonna go ahead and wire the speaker up and mount it before I mount the pod in the side-by-side, because everything to mount the pod to the roll cage is all external, nothing internal. So it'll just make it so much easier instead of having to work above your head trying to wire everything up and mount the speaker and all that. So hopefully it'll be easier. We shall see. My speaker has 6 mounting holes. The box comes with 8. Only 2 holes line up. So what I gotta do is I gotta put it in there, line it up, and use a very small drill bit to make little pilot holes. This plastic's plenty thick enough to hold screws. The screws that I ended up using are stainless steel. They're stainless steel machine screws, not machine screws, like wood screws, whatever but they tap really good into the plastic, so it should be fine. So just take your time, go ahead and line everything up. And like I said, it's a lot easier to go ahead and mount your speaker on the bench and wire it all up and then install it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and we will get her done. Okay, I got the speaker mounted. I went ahead and put some wire loom with the wires coming out of the box so it looks a little bit better aesthetically. So I went ahead and got my little bracket on. And I'm gonna show y'all. The instructions on this are kind of vague. The brackets go like this. If you look right here, try to get, that is your inside bracket. I'm trying to get like a 360 view of it so everybody knows. It took me a little while to figure it out. That's the inside bracket. The outside bracket, you're not gonna put these in yet. Don't put these silver screws in yet. But the outside bracket goes like this. That's your clamp to clamp on the roll bar on the outside. Took me a little bit to kind of figure it out. The pictures and the instructions are a little vague. So just to let y'all know, I'm going to show you how to put it in. All right, first thing we do, stick the stick speaker up here. Gonna put this bracket on first right here. Stick that bracket up and go ahead and tighten it down. That is the inside bracket. It's much easier with 2 people, guys. So it'll kind of hold it there. So tighten this bracket down. You can still move it a little bit, and then you got to do the outside bracket. I know this is gonna be hard to see right here, guys. This bracket here, this is your side bracket. It clamps on the side of your roll cage. Your speaker, gotta get the wire out of the way. It's gonna go up. And now what you wanna do is get it in there and keep it loose enough where you can slide it forward and backwards. So you can align the holes up that the speaker mounts to. So I'm just gonna snug these screws up a little bit so it still slides, but doesn't fall out. It's much easier with 2 people, promise you that. So I'm gonna go ahead and let me get this wire out of the way. Go ahead and snug it up. Run the screws in to hold the speaker up. These are the long silver screws with the big flat washer on it. And you can barely see in there. What I'm trying to do is once I can get it where the screw starts, I'll get both screws started and I will go ahead and take them back out again and tighten this, the roll bar clamp. Okay, the side bracket here, I have it where the 2 screws will go through the speaker and into that bracket. So I lower the speaker down. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these 2 screws up here. Then I'll push the speaker up and go ahead and start those screws. Kind of sandwiches the roll cage. All right, that's tightened up. Now let's go ahead and put these screws in, hopefully. There it goes, that started. Got that started. I'm gonna pull this all the way to the outside. Go ahead and tighten these 2 silver screws up. You don't want to over tighten them, guys, because it will crush that plastic. So just nice and snug. You'll feel it. It's pretty solid. Tighten that up. Lift this. Had to loosen the roof up, get my wire back there. Okay, and I'm gonna run this along here. I'll show you all that in a minute. So go ahead and got these tightened up. I'm gonna tighten up this back clamp, and that is good to go as far as it being mounted. All right, I'm running heat shrink right here over my wires to protect them from chafing, and also so you can't see them. I'm running the wires up here in between the roof panel and the roll bar. There's a space up there that you can run it right down, and then I'm gonna tuck it in. There's a hole right here in the roll bar right before it comes down the front pillar. I'm gonna come down, tuck the wire in there, and run down the pillar into the dash. So like I said, I'm running heat shrink on it to prevent from chafing, and also so you can't see the wires up in there. Kind of a clean look. Coming from on top of the roll bar right here, and then coming down, and then going into this hole. This hole right here comes all the way down the pillar, coming out the bottom, which will go straight into the dash. I also put a piece of heat shrink right here on the wire that's going to transition from the roll cage into the dash. You just feed that right on down, go into your dash, and nice clean install. Okay, see right here I transitioned from up top right into the roll bar for the pillar on down, and then I have a piece of heat shrink here that's at the bottom of the pillar that's going to go into the dash. Now I got to take the dash off so I can do all my wiring inside and hook the amp up. In order to send a signal to the amp, the stock Polaris General radio does not have RCA outs, so I had to get a line output converter, which what it does, it takes your speaker, the signal from your speakers, and it comes in here and converts to RCA outs to go to the amp. So what I did is I looked online and found the wiring on the speakers, which is positive and negative, and tied into the 2 front speakers, the left and the right. Coming out of your radio, you're gonna have a gray and gray black and a white and white black. The gray is positive and the gray black is negative. The white is positive and the white black is negative. Those are your speaker wires. That's what you hook onto for your line output converter to send a signal to the amp. So that's what I'm gonna be hooking onto. I know I'm still hooking up my front speakers on this install, which my rear speakers are gonna overpower them, but here before long I will be replacing the front speakers and come off the amp with those. So like I said, I just spliced right into your speakers on the General. That's going to give me my signal to go into my amp, and then once I go ahead and replace these front speakers in the near future, this will be gone and be running its own speaker wire to it. So they have weatherproof butt splices. These are heat shrink. You crimp them and then you heat shrink them. They're weather tight. So I'm going to tape it up and go ahead and go up front and hook up the amp. I ran my dedicated power and ground from my battery. Here's my power to my fuse block, and here's a dedicated ground going up to the amp. I thought about pulling off of the what they call it, the pulse bar or whatever, the power bar up there, but I want clean power going to my amp, so this is my dedicated power right here. Everything is finished. Got it all wired up. Everything plays good. Can't play music because of YouTube. It's just part of it, but got my amp mounted. That is a DS18. It is an IP67 rated waterproof amp, so I figured I'd put it up here. If I get water up here, because my intake's right here, I'm screwed. So got my LED controller right here. All my wiring's done. I will show y'all the lights. I have the LED lights. I can change colors through my phone. Got an app on my phone. So I still got to play with this. Got a lot of different settings. I can change the how dim. I can dim it, brighten it, all that stuff. So But anyway, got LED lights in the speakers. They were in there. I figured might as well go ahead and hook them up. If you tackle this project, you have to take your windshield out, because you have to take your dash out to get back there in the wiring to hook to the radio. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's definitely well worth it. Much better than the Rockford Fosgate. This thing is loud. If you look at DS18, their motto is, "We like it loud." It is definitely loud. Like I said, this is an 800 watt amp. It's pushing 200 watts per channel. That's RMS. That is not max. That's 200 watts RMS per channel. It's definitely worth it. I got to get 2 more 6.5 speakers to put in the front to get rid of the Rockford Fosgate. I'm gonna power everything off of the Rockford Fosgate stock radio. Keep it kind of a stock look. But like I said, you do have to take your dash out, which that means you have to take your windshield out. You have to take the back glass out if you have one in order to mount those boxes. I showed it is kind of a pain in the butt by yourself, but it is possible. I ran all my wires straight from the battery for the power and the ground. I could have come off up here off of this, what they call the pulse bar, because they have number 8 wire right there, 8 gauge ground and hot going to it, but I'd rather run a dedicated hot and ground for my amps. A lot cleaner that way. Other than that, that's pretty much it. This is the DS18 on the 2023 Polaris General XP1000. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment. I haven't seen a video of anybody really installing any audio other than the Rockford Fosgate and just the pre-made stuff. I'll just want to do something different. I am going to have a part 2 of this to do the front speaker pods, because I'm getting rid of the Rockford Fosgate pods. I got some new ones I'm putting in for some DS18s. So that's going to be a new video. And also I have a subwoofer video coming up soon. I got a 10-inch sub getting shipped to me, so get that coming up soon and get it done. Well, guys, like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I am going out riding in the morning. We'll see how this thing sounds out in the trails. Get to test out my new tender springs that I put on the other day. Did a video on that, and I got a couple other mods that I did that I'm fixing to put a video out here coming soon. So anyway, guys, like I said, hope you liked it. Subscribe, comment, everything, and I will see you in the next time.